in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play's a design run. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He has this down to the 34. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Room to the right. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Going after it, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Well, no look on his first look at the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Piffsburg offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Inside the 45. Still running. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Piffsburg. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
3rd and long for him here. Finds Barkley underneath. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here's the snap on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Trim it.
Hurts on 1st down. Brought in close to the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Warren. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error?
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers push their lead to 21-zip already. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down. Lean back motion's right. Another throw here on second down. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Up to the races, middle of the field. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a small chunk off that lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game.
Eagles 7.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10.
Don't touch that. 180, 180. Don't touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position on hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 21-7 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Hey, what up? Like a Hornet. Hey, 63, 63, 63.
To the air on third and long. Pulls it at the 7. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
First and goal, Warren. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 3-possession game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play on 1st and 10. Flush down it, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd. Throwing from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. What a play on 4th down. Give them the first after a gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
We'll put a receiver in motion left.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready. 19, 18.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. 19.
They're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Just everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's a throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Shotgun now on third down. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Cuts it to the right sideline. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers both racing them to the halftime locker room. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers 35, Eagles 14. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds a man, right side. And this one doesn't go far. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. 1st and 10 from the 43.
And an Eagle 1st down.
They're going to try and throw it here. His target, it's Johnny Wilson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Sticking to the air here. He rolls to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing it again here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. Into the house it goes. It's a pick six and a Piffsburg touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. And you're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Hurts on 1st down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. And that's a Piffsburg touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Setting up to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Completed over the middle. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Just 1 yard on 1st and goal, still 4 yards to go on 2nd.
Ready.
Here's a design run. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
56, Eagles 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throwing now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Shoots away from one. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
And in motion, out of the slot. Second down pass play coming. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long. Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Again, he's got room. He cuts to the right, finds open field. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Piffsburg. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Eagles football, and they're going to look for points here, but it might be too little too late for them in this lopsided game. All right, here we go. Second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Able to get it to Barkley. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, go!
It's caught by Wilson. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got Brown on the slant. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 tight, 19, ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll run here on 1st down. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead.
70, Eagles 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Slot man's in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Eagles just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Warriors, 70, 72. Let's take 19. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd and long for him here. And he is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Starting this drive with a design run. He cuts it right sideline. There's room. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Steelers are running them out of the building. What do you say we set up a picnic chair in there for him and save him some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this game. And that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. In a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They're going play action. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights, and the Eagles take 7 points off the deficit. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Offense is hurrying, time running down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers throwing 6 more on the blowout. One after, up and good by Fairbairn. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
84, Eagles 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So make a check in the win column.